821 here on the Big 550 KTRS. She watches TV, so you don't have to. Ladies and gentlemen, she's the TV critic for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. By phone, good morning, Gail Pennington.
Good morning, McGraw-Millhaven.
How hard is it to get you to Skype with us in the morning?
Oh, at this hour? You know, if you reschedule me for like about 11:15, it would work for me.
It takes you a while to put your face on, is what you're telling me. All right, well,
and the hair and the...
Complaining that Game of Thrones is not going anywhere. Are you hearing that?
How could they complain about that since it's based on books?
Based on books.
Right.
Yeah. But the argument is that it's somewhat slow this season. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. But the problem is, and I haven't seen last night's because I was watching the epic 3-hour Survivor finale. I haven't seen Mad Men either.
Okay.
I devoted my evening to pretty much Survivor.
Well, that's why you're here. But what's the problem with Game of Thrones?
The problem with Game of Thrones is that there are so many characters. And as it goes on, even though they kill people off, as it goes on, it gets more and more and more and more characters. So they're going to spend less time with each character, so less time with, if you're not interested in a particular character, although I'm interested in pretty much all the characters, if you're not interested in a particular character, you might think it's slow because you're not getting enough time with that person.
Right. All right. Fair enough. All right. You didn't watch Mad Men.
Not yet, no.
But Mad Men takes a weird turn last night. Takes a strange, weird turn.
I thought last week's was one of the best episodes.
Really?
Of the series.
The one where they cut the deal to merge with the other ad agency and get the Chevy contract.
Right. It was like Mad Men of old. But I think this new strange tone, darker tone, is something that's just going to keep getting darker and darker for the last 2 seasons.
Now, is this the last season, or is there one more after this?
It's the last season.
Next season is the last season, which will come out in 2018, I guess. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. You wrote, Gail Pennington with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, a great story about how The Office, it hasn't just changed television, it wasn't just a great TV series, but St. Louisans were scattered throughout the entire nine-year run.
I hope people who didn't see that will look it up on STL today and read it, because I was so happy with how it came out. I asked the St. Louis people who were on the show to write an essay about how it had changed their lives, and they all did, and they were so good. Jenna Fisher, who played Pam, Phyllis Smith, who played Phyllis, and Ellie Kemper, who played Erin, all wrote really lovely pieces. And it really is amazing how they all sort of connected on that show, right? I mean, that doesn't happen very often. It was total coincidence that they all wound up on that show. Yeah. There's also, when we were talking to Jenna Fisher, I think, or Ellie, one of them was telling us that there's a bunch of, like, off-camera people, cameramen and makeup people. The assistant director is from St. Louis, right. And Ken Quapis, who was a regular director on there, grew up in Belleville. And then Ellie's sister, Carrie, became a writer for the last 3 seasons. So there you go. So it's I mean, St. Louis through and through. When does that end? St. Louis, they had a gooey butter cake bake-off. There you go. Now, when does this end? When does that show end? Thursday night, from 7 to 8, there's a retrospective. And from 8 to 9:15 is the final episode. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Yeah, that's the series finale. And you know, the show had gotten really kind of bad in the last few years. But the recent episodes have been really good, and so now they're going to make me miss it. They're going to make me miss the way it was when it was at its best. What do you think of Seth Meyers being named to take over for Jimmy Fallon? He won't make me stay up that late. But well, that's kind of harsh. I stayed up that late to see Jimmy Fallon. I wish that it weren't all just interchangeable white men. It's a great point. Late night. I cannot argue with that. I think it also goes to show you that the Saturday Night Live franchise might probably be the most valuable franchise NBC has, and that's it. I wonder, too, about Lorne Michaels, who's the executive producer of all those shows, Tonight and Late Night and plus Saturday Night Live. I wonder if he has too much power. It's a great point. They rumored that they kind of thought Tina Fey might want to take it, but she supposedly either turned it down or did not throw her hat in the ring because she was so busy. I were Tina Fey, I wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it either?
No. She's got too much potential to do other stuff.
You mean movies?
To be trapped in that, 5 nights a week.
Right, yeah.
But couldn't they get somebody younger and edgier? Because Seth Meyers is not really what you'd call edgy. And that late night spot is a place you could take a few risks.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, Seth Meyers is too old now and not edgy enough?
Well, I don't think he's... Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, how much edge do you want? Do you want Ricky Gervais on there?
No, I said someone young.
Oh, okay. Boy, you're bringing your A game here.
Why not a woman?
Why not a woman?
Because women aren't funny?
Who would you recommend?
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of people that I don't know who are really funny.
Okay.
Young female comedians.
Yeah. No, I hear you. So given...
It's also, all the shows are in New York now, except Kimmel, and it's going to just be so repetitive. They're all going to have the same guests.
You know what? Your point is that it is a white man's game. I mean, you're going to tell me all this time, all these changes, all these new late night shows, and they can't find anyone but a white man. It's a pretty interesting comment.
Yeah. Certainly a question that needs to be asked.
I think we should just take a moment and just pay homage to the season finale, the series finale of 90210 reboot.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you were a regular viewer.
I was not. I watched the first couple of episodes, and then I sort of got over it.
Did you watch Beverly Hills 90210 back in the day?
Religiously?
Yeah.
Yes. Never missed an episode. Matter of fact, you know me well enough to know that you noticed my cool sideburns, right?
That's right.
Those are from Jason Priestley and Brandon and Dylan from 90210.
But I know lots of people who watched the original and didn't connect with the new one.
I did not connect with this.
But the new one wasn't for those same people. It was for younger. Younger people.
I wanted them to give us an update on Brandon and Dylan and everybody.
Well, did you hear today's exciting news that Fox is bringing back 24?
No way.
Yeah. It's going to be a limited run series. And
it's only going to be 12 hours.
They're going to call it 12 because I think it's going to be 12 episodes.
Is Sutherland going to be the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kiefer's in. All the original people are in, all the ones who survived. But they're looking at it for a year from now to start next May and run.
And they're going to call it
through the summer.
And they're going to call it 12.
Yeah, well, they're not going to call it 12. They're going to call it 24 something, but
24/7.
Yeah, I think it's a done deal today.
24/2.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Gail Pennington. When can we read you? When can we see you?
Well, I'm going to have stuff up all week long about the new schedules. I've got NBC up now, and I will have Fox up as soon as we hang up, and goes on with ABC and CBS and the CW are going to be announcing all week long.
And we can talk about that next Monday.
Yes, we can.
Gail Pennington, have a good week.
You too.
Gail Pennington with us every Monday here on the Big 550 KTRS. She's talking TV. Also, The Bachelor's getting ready to start again, so we got to check in with her on that, our weekly Bachelor updates. 8:30 here on the Big 550 KTRS.